bathroom, certainly one of the most personal and private rooms that any of us ever have to use. And I think you would agree nothing can be more of a turnoff or more disgusting than having to use the facilities in a dirty, foul-smelling bathroom, no matter where it is, a busy airport, an office building, or certainly a restaurant. I think you know what I mean. All of which brings us to the remarkable story of a company headquartered in the Boston suburb of Billerica, Massachusetts, named Workplace Essentials, a company that specializes in improving the environment of bathrooms. We learn the details about this company from the president, Linda Pace.
We provide services for restrooms, but we're more specialized. We don't clean restrooms. We provide some necessary services, particularly in ladies' rooms, in the areas of sanitary waste disposal and the vending of the products. We do air freshening services for anywhere that requires a nice impression. We do sanitizing systems for toilets, urinals, and make sure that the toilets keep clean. We really work alongside the contract cleaner or the in-house maintenance staff. So we provide services that prevent or protect the women and the men that use the restrooms. A no-touch restroom is the most modern restroom where you don't have to touch anything.
Now, when you say no touch, what do you mean by that?
When people use restrooms, they generally don't want to touch anything. When they use the urinal or the toilet, people are taught from a very early age not to touch that because of bacteria. So we have auto flush systems, so when you move away from the fixture, they will flush automatically. When you go to wash your hands, we have a proximity faucet, so you just place your hand near the faucet, it will switch on the water. You can dispense soap from a measured amount of soap from our automatic soap dispenser. You can dry your hands with the automatic hand drying, so you're really not touching anything in the restroom. These mats are designed to provide a surface beneath the urinal or the toilet where it prevents any staining or slippery surfaces in the restroom. So we provide these and we service them, maintain them for the client. So we exchange them on each service visit and dispose of the waste. This is our automatic auto flush for the toilet and urinal, and the inline sanitizing system for the fixture. This takes care of any lime scale buildup in the toilet or urinal, as well as any bacteria. For women, we have no-touch or hands-free sanitary units for the ladies' room for disposing of sanitary waste.
This is our sanitary disposal unit, and it actually comes in two different colors. We have the beige and we also have it in gray. It's all hands-free, so that when you step on the pedal, the top opens and none of the waste is exposed. And it fits right next to the toilet, so it's very convenient.
Why is this so important in a bathroom?
Back in '91, OSHA, the Occupational Health and Safety Administration, the federal government, realized that there were viruses that were prevalent in workplace and public areas that really people needed to be protected from. And so they introduced a bloodborne pathogen regulation, which is geared to protect the people who normally would clean restrooms.
You know, I know you're very conscious about disease control. What are some of the kinds of diseases one can catch in a bathroom?
More so it's hepatitis B and C, and HIV. And although HIV isn't really as big as a problem because it doesn't survive outside of the body, but the amazing thing is with hepatitis is it can survive on a surface in the right conditions, room temperature, for up to 7 days. And a lot of people don't realize that. So where you have exposure to blood or body fluid, then there's always the risk that that could be potentially infectious waste.
And who do you primarily do this for? In other words, who are your clients?
We have representation in every business sector you can think of.
We service many types of businesses, including colleges, schools, retail store, shopping malls, restaurants and bars, professional buildings, theaters, and government buildings as well.
It can range from anywhere from a very large building, a large corporation, down to just a very small restaurant, a a very small company employing just a few people. And really it's very diverse, and anyone that has a restroom facility, be it for use by their own employees or by the public, would actually be a potential customer of ours.
They're all about three things, you know, same thing we are: clean, fast, and friendly. Their service is impeccable. If we need them within a day, I mean, if I call her and tell her something's not working, she has her people out there right on it. And, you know, they're all about clean. It's just like your bathroom at your house or your restroom at your house. You know, you get that family value, or if you wouldn't be, you know, you wouldn't be adverse to using it. You would be happy to use it. And I just think that's what they're all about. And that's what I want, you know, Friendly's restaurants to be all about, and that's what we use them for.
Obviously, you train your staff in all of this equipment. What's involved in that process?
From the moment someone is brought on board with Workplace Essentials, they undergo the OSHA bloodborne pathogen training. They are offered the hepatitis vaccination series, which makes sure that they are protected from exposure to hepatitis in the workplace. And they follow strict guidelines.
We undergo a thorough training session just to refresh their memory and to introduce any changes that we've made to our procedures since the last time.
Are these products that you carry and offer, are they designed and manufactured by you or purchased from elsewhere?
The sanitary disposal unit for the ladies' room, we manufacture that, and that's a very unique unit in so much as the women have no exposure to blood waste at all when using that unit. We also manufacture the air freshening system. It's the only machine of its kind. It's a modular system that we can provide a mist fragrance for a larger bathroom area, or we can convert that unit to more of an essence fragrance for a smaller bathroom. And this is quite unique to the market.
How do you go about solving the problem of restaurants that are in real high traffic areas, like airports and the like?
We tend to service airports between midnight and 5 in the morning, so it's a time where there's not as much traffic in the restroom.
We would determine the number of employees and people that would use the restrooms, and from that we would determine the service interval that's required and the number of times that we'd need to service that facility in order to make sure that we are providing the right and the correct service.
Our standard service is once every 4 weeks. But we will often service on a weekly basis, twice a week, 3 times a week. Really, some of our clients we service daily in the very, very high traffic areas.
We offer a free on-site survey to determine which products and services are needed. Once we complete the assessment, we can present a complete custom package to suit the customer.
What about the contaminated waste that you pick up? What happens to that?
We decontaminate the waste while it's on site. In our sanitary units, we provide a sachet of a product that is made from plant extracts and essential oils. And what that does is that renders the waste harmless. It neutralizes the waste. So by the time we come to remove the entire used unit and replace it with a fresh sterilized unit, the waste is pretty much harmless. We bring the used units back to our facility. They're waste transfer facilities where the units are emptied and they're cleaned, sterilized. We compact the waste and remove it for incineration.
What about the restaurants that you provide services for? Do they require extra special attention?
I think with restaurants, particularly family-style restaurants, like to provide a comprehensive range of services, very geared to baby changing and diaper disposal. So we provide a range of baby care services where we can provide the changing table for the infant to be changed, disposal for the diapers, which we remove and replace, and child safety seats. You can secure a child safely while in the restroom without having to be too concerned about them having to come into contact with other waste.
Talk to me about the fact that you have franchise opportunities available for this business.
That's right. We operate here in the New England area and the Mid-Atlantic states, but we do have franchise opportunities available throughout the rest of the US.
We have many clients that have national presence, and therefore we want to be able to provide services at all of their locations, not just at a regional level.
You know, I guess the real key is, do you think your services help your clients' bottom line?
Absolutely. I think that when we provide a service, the client knows that this is something that will create the right impression for them, keep their employees happy. The customers appreciate the facilities that they have, their clean restrooms, and it keeps the customers coming back, because I think that people do judge establishments by how nice the restrooms are. And if they have very nice facilities with everything that you need, then they will certainly come back.
Definitely has an impact on the bottom line because it brings people back. I mean, if you go into a restroom, and I know people go out to eat with their family and it smells, they don't want to go back there. Well, Workplace Essentials, you don't get that. It always smells fresh and clean.
Workplace Essentials, providing clean, simple, user-friendly products and services to help improve one of the most personal aspects of your daily life, going to the bathroom. I'm Doug Llewellyn reporting from Billerica, Massachusetts.